Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Deadly Spark and welcome back to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator video. Now today we have a simpler video. I don't have as much time to record this one, and I have cricket on the day that this releases, so a little tight for time. But we're going simple. We've got medieval forces, a small attacking force with a small-ish defending force, lots of catapults though, but there is more enemies which are orcs than there are medieval forces. So hopefully the number that I've got here will outbalance what we've got there. So without further ado, let's begin and see if the AI is smart for once. Okay, this will show if this location's actually good. I'm hoping it is because they're starting in a better spot. And it looks like they're behaving themselves, which is a better start than than most. Oh yeah, look at them, they're getting launched by the catapults. But the footmen, in theory, will die. The archers are only firing at those that are falling down. Oh, that's... Okay, that's a cool shot. Yeah, the medieval forces are getting distracted heavily, but it probably means they're dying less too. But I don't know if that's good or not. And we could very easily have too many catapults, but that's why I've got so many more orcs than I have, like, heavy knights. Even though they're kind of evenly paced. If things go how I think they'll go, the orcs will get rid of... actually, they're losing orcs quicker than I thought. Oh, well, this might need a redo, but it is what it is. This might be quicker than I expected it to be. Yeah, the knights are just spreading out, so the orcs are actually not killing them as quick as I thought they would. But they're still getting held up for just as long as they probably would be otherwise. Yeah, look at all the knights. The knights are doing fine, and the orcs are getting blasted. Well, looks like we're gonna have to make a change, and you know what's the motto? More is better. Yeah, let's do that before this even ends, so we don't spend too much time. Okay, so we're back, and I might have gone a little overkill. There is a bit more. I don't know. I went more than I thought was necessary rather than less than I thought was necessary or like on target because usually what I think is necessary ends up being wrong. And judging how nobody died, like no, well not nobody, but these were like most of them were still alive by the time 5,000 was gone. 15,000 probably is gonna be uh good and maybe not enough. So let's begin now. And we'll watch from down here to see when first engagement starts from this point of view. Oh, there they go. Interesting that some in the middle went after some on the outside. And here they go flying. Oh, there's a couple of them that have gone quite high. Still as many as everyone. Look, here they come tumbling down. The archers get their target practice. The knights spread out like crazy trying to chase the dead. I feel like if I... What is it? It's R. There we go. I feel like if I do this and just say to attack them, it's not really working. I was hoping that would work and make them focus their attack, but I guess not. But the orcs are definitely coming in with more power. There is more of them. They can surround more, and they're pushing further down. But that's not stopping heaps of them from dying. But look how far up they still go. There is waves and waves and waves of orcs still to come. And the knights are holding the line desperately. And many are getting blasted, especially for all the collections here. They're getting sent. But they're still knights. And the longer the knights stay around, the higher their chances are of winning. Oh. Just watching from here, seeing the waves of orcs that are still to come, it's almost making me think that 15,000 wasn't, it was too much, but there's still so many catapults, and the catapults are hugely powerful. So more or less, if the catapults go down, then that's it, because I don't know if the archers will be, if they'll be powerful enough, unless it's really close by the time the last catapults fall. But the archers are now getting involved in attacking the enemies up far, all of them, rather than the bodies falling down. So the progress is going to be even slower for them. But they are getting closer and closer. They're pushing further and further in, so it's getting more and more dangerous and for the knights. But the orcs' numbers are going down. That's for sure. They need to push through these knights quickly. Yeah, look, I don't know if they fixed the AI, if this bit of the map's just better, but they're not absolutely sending it off cliffs anymore. So that's good. Look at that. They're also gathering in really high numbers, so when a catapult hits, more of them are going down. And they're filling gaps really quickly. Oh, yep, gap filled. The gaps fill really damn fast. The knights aren't even really on the front lines. Like, there's just enough of them up close that the orcs are being held up periodically. Like, just enough that they haven't absolutely flooded in yet. But it's almost getting to that point because the knights are just hanging out down here. Instead of holding the line, the knights are like, yeah, we're going to attack the one or two that the archers could have dealt with. I don't even think any catapults. Catapults have taken damage, but they haven't, none of them have gone down, but it's getting close, and oh, yeah, it is. It is getting close. They're right at the end of their line, right as this was about to get interesting. The knights are still holding out. So it actually has ended up with really good strategy that there are still knights standing to intercept. Oh, and obviously the closer the orcs get, the easier it gets, but I thought 15,000 was too much, and it wasn't enough. So I think that means we'll run it back and chuck 20,000 and see how that turns out. Okay, winner takes all. Let's see if 20,000... Whoa, okay, I'll join the battle. I accidentally possessed at the same time I started. Why am I dying? Why was I dying? That was strange. Well. Yeah, we've got an even bigger ocean of units. Look at that. The Sea of Orcs is even bigger. Will it be enough? We'll find out. Just more of the same. Actually, we'll probably do a quick time lapse until it gets interesting of this. Because it's more of the same. We really just want to see how the end looks. When it starts getting towards the catapults that are getting pushed. Okay, we're starting to get to the point where we were last time when we started to run out of orcs, and as you can see, we haven't run out of orcs. And they're right pushing at the limits now. Things are getting interesting. I did see a couple of orcs taking the high line over here. I don't know if that is normal or not, but you know, it is what it is. So I saw some orcs flying really weirdly, like that one. A couple of them look like they just leap into the air, and it's really funny. Yeah, there's a couple over there. But it's really getting to the limit now. They're right on the border of the catapults, and if they can push through, it'll be where where it's won or lost. I mean, they're dropping like flies, but at the moment they seem way too preoccupied with the knights, which are finally holding the line. Oh, look at them, they're on the catapults now, and the catapults are dropping like fucking flies. They're just popping now. Yeah, so it's right on that limit where as soon as they get to the catapults start popping. And that's it. Look at that, it's just carnage. And it's so line ball. I reckon if I dropped it by 2,000, they would have died before they even got to the catapults. Now they gotta contend with the archers. And the catapults are desperately trying to hold the line, and the last knights are trying to hold the line. And there's still like the battalion of archers that are pumping arrows into them over and over again. There's still quite a lot. Look how tightly packed they are. Yeah, and they're splitting off to attack the archers now. The archers aren't doing too bad for themselves, but I mean, there's only so much they can do. Why are the knights falling back? That's the real question. Are they still going after ones that are tumbling down the hill? Come on, they're dead. Oh, there's still some catapults. The knights are valiantly defending their last catapults. That could make or break this entire game. Just those catapults being alive. If they get popped, well then that could be it. Are they pushing through? Are they popping them? Oh yes, they are. Just about. Oh, this is down to how well the knights can defend their catapults. This has gotten really close. Oh no. Here they come. But they might have done enough that the archers can finish them off. Oh. Unleash the archers. Yep, there go the catapults. They've popped. Oh, this could be it. Did the knights hold out long enough? This is the real question. Oh, these archers are going down very quickly. I don't think they did, but that last stand almost made it viable. And there's probably like 1,000 or under 1,000 left. And I reckon if I took 1,000 off to see where it would go, they'd lose before they even got to the archers. Sometimes it's so finicky to work out a battle, but this one has been the most interesting because it's really dropped down to such a small amount of orcs. This looks like a couple of hundred, maybe 300, if I'm calling it, you know, generously. And even then, it looks like it's getting smaller. Look at that. The orcs finally won. Team 2 finally got the win. Much death, but and it really came down to just a small group. Let's see how much is left. Oh, actually 463, a little bit over what I thought. But yeah, you take away like that small amount and it could just be a different battle, but that was fun. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, feel free to subscribe. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye!